team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll boot it. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Man, I love the way this defense just started this football game. You gave up some yards, but who cares? Great job adjusting, getting the 4th down stop, now creating some momentum for your offense.
Leaves it with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Mack. There's the pressure. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his offense in business.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Wide open spaces. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Oh, and he just dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And it'll be down right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again going up.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Buys a little extra time. That's caught. It's pre-scored. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mack. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big house with his huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to pound it in. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Here we go. Back to pass. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Touchdown, Florida. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. There he goes! He's up for 20. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. Hits the afterburners. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Back to pass, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Finds his man. Powers through the defender. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught on the outside, it's Pringle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Dixon. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to pass, it's Mack. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. They get him stopped. That's a big gain. Has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? You just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great team defense on that home play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll toss it. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Green or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fighting off the defender.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll operate out of split backs. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Mack. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Pringle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A low-line drive and not his best work. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking for a man. It's Mack. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Down close to the goal line, great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds his man, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Trying play action. On a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Florida. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
I don't know about this decision. Tie game, 4th quarter, they're lining up for an onside kick. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Give to the running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Working on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the right side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 32 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked up to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. The tag. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break that.